Grand rising to you all the lovers of freedom. I'm bringing good tidings as usual from the God of our ancestors, from our ancient father, ancient water, ancient spirits. My next prayer for you today is that you are totally well in all your ways. I want to quickly highlight us this evening about something very, very spectacular, and it is important. Today's date, Friday, 13th Friday, June 2025. We are in the half of the year already. And for those of us that have woken, I want to say a very big congratulations to you. For those who are seeing the process of awakenness, I want to also say you are welcome on board. But I told us before now, there is no way you can be a part-time believer to fight a full-time devil. For you to fight principalities, you have to be a principal. So what I want to highlight us about is not everybody that really understands what is going around or what is happening. You heard that the Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, so many of us will be following gradually. We found out that he tried the nuclear whatever of the Iran yesterday. So don't be afraid. There's not going to be like anything like war. It's just a matter of Israel is being used in the forefront to make sure that there are so many things that is happening in Iran that need to be ripped off, like the same thing that happened in Ukraine. So it's not going to be a war between Iran and Israel. No, nobody go fight war now. Rather than anywhere you see there is tension, know that you get bad people where they there, where they need to go raid. So that's that. So for you to feast in or understand the matrix or what is happening, because it's about getting down. That's why I want to really put this one here. We need to go and do our homework effectively and not to the play. Sit down and think, what can I be able to do for myself? Like the book of James chapter 1 verse 5. It says, if anyone lack wisdom, let it ask of the Lord that giveth to everyone liberally. If you ask, he will give you. And if you also look at that James chapter 1 verse 8, it talked about a double-minded person is unstable in all his ways. Now, what is already happening already, you have to become a CEO of your life. Those days we do say majority wins the vote. This time around, oh no, majority is right. It is not every majority that are right these days. You see a lot of persons entangle themselves towards one very false narrative. And the way they will even explain it, it will sound as if they are right. That's why this time around you have to follow your heart. Whatever thing your heart tells you, just go and do it. That to say, if you are woken or if you are feeling this very 3D dimensional consciousness, the shift have already finally taken place. If you have transited or you have shifted, congratulations to you. If you don't feel shift, my dear, we are wherever, because nobody is going to come back to come and pick you. If you have been captured up by any form of negative narrative, you still believe on those things. Like Doyle now, they believe that there is one man you can never talk to. Now you know. That is for you. But for those of us that have transited, that's why I told us before this very time about what we are about to face. 3 weeks ago, something happened in social media. Then I elaborate on this very exalted platform that the spiritual headspace, all these Edo aliens, they were almost encroaching. They were almost encroaching. Then we quickly made sure we secure it. All those are just idiomatic expressions. For those of us that are critical thinkers, you will try to know what I'm trying to say. If you check, there is a very big revolution today in those social media cyberspace. You can see that Mona now they come Europe again, come they create people roaming with jazz. Now there is one thing, people coming to Europe to come and do their normal road show. Another thing is that the way the manner they are coming to come and bewitch you. You don't just say, okay, now only God knows the sacrifice they make for them to get you convinced. Imagine the money you are supposed to use to pay house rent, or you go and even borrow to spray. There's something wrong. Now all these are part of the revolution. Now if we don't do the little we can, there is no way the bigger hand that is coming to come and help us. They will not have a place to land. That's why that's all those 40, God will fight your fight, you will hold your peace. Have you ever one day imagined how your fight look like? Who are those people you have to fight? And who are your common enemies? Those are the kind of things you have to first of all identify. Before say, okay, I'm going to go for armed struggle. I'm going to use my mouth. I'm not going to be using this one. So that's why I want to congratulate our brothers and sisters who have woken. That's why most of our messages, we they send them. So at the time it touches people's hearts, they will be having reason to speak against that very shenanigans. If you check body of Christ, they have never been exposed the way they have exposed right now. If you check Jeremiah Omoto away, if you look at the kind of miracle that man is doing, evil content creator, all of them don't diverse. Content creator before we just create content, because you cannot keep on creating content just for you to laugh and do monetization. Then on a very good day you are going home. The society of that if you are even affect your children. I think recently Jeremiah Omoto Anima, he said that he also have a spiritual ATM card now. You can even see the way they are bamboozling Nigerians or blacks as if everybody is moron like them. Those days, before they can, stage manage anything, they spend time. They want to make it real. This time around, they don't care. Because we are the one applauding for them. We are the one going there to click love and like. You still see people under that same nonsense crowd. People will still be clapping. There was one I watched. The man draw out his tongue. Then the matter of motor animal, we are not trying to push the tongue inside. There was one I also saw. He was having this waiting until they test temperature. Then all those are nonsense. Now, if we must get it right as a people, we have to pick up some certificate. Okay, this fight is what I'm going to be fighting. If you check it now, every of our social media presenter who have picked up a fight and is fighting it to make sure we have the enabling environment. But inside this same very scenario, you should see some persons, all they do is to fight individual. The quarrel between rabbits and pig, it go linger for years. Not that they even want to say, okay, now, as I'm, doing my presentation, I want to use this person to make a critical example, just the same way I do it. But we have a lot of mess in our society. We have things that are not fine. We have limited time. Time not there again. In 5 months' time will be 2026. The agenda they have, we have no fight. That is, we never even start to fight them at all. He said the harvests are many, the laborers are few. What we are praying that God Almighty will send more laborers into the field. What does this signify? We have a lot of work. I think on one of the social media, whatever, who have also talked to us about here Anunnaki, the Tartarians, how the was before. Do you know the former civilization, a better civilization don't fair come before us? So we are not the first human on earth. Those days they used to have giants. If you live in big city, play like Rome, Barcelona, Madrid, all these big city, or go and check in the city where you are. If it's a big city, you see a very tall building with a higher door, up to about how many 12 feet high, 10 feet high. Those doors were made according to the people that were fellowshipping there. So they have been changing humanity right from time. If these people are succeeded to make sure they have breed everyone, we will grow up and find out that it's like now so this life will be. Just the same way some of our people are reasoning right now. They already look this sense of human. You go they say A, they say B. Their thing not they correspond to normal person own. Now, do you know the food we eat can make us to start thinking very low? Our reasoning faculty go to kill and small. It go to kill our consciousness because we are light. Now, thank God that we are about settling one or two things. That's why this very transition is ongoing. It is left for you to decide. I don't want to belong to the old earth. I want to now belong to the new earth. It is your mindset. Now your mindset, that one go be. That was why I think the book of Corinthians 17 verse 17 or so. It says, satisfy them with the truth, and your word is truth. Now that is to say, we have to speak the truth often in wherever place we find ourselves. At times there are a lot of things that does not really concern you. It is not your field. But there are ways you can also give support to it. Like now, every one of you who have been following me right from time, you know my stake in all these things. I love our people to have freedom. We shouldn't start using muye, pastor go do their own. By human being for us, I use and turn our brain more for the call on Jesus. We not go ever answer us. The musician wants to come this thing. You go constantly go use remote you out of your will. What you don't want to do before you can't do one. Then we have a traditional idiot. Those ones see they do their own. Only you want. Before you constantly pass through financial difficulties. Before the government will constantly spray the hair. Before you constantly go market, go buy food, wait till you eat for, wait till they the food. It they reduce your sense. So humanity have been facing this wahala right from time. Our people right now in Nigeria, no one is safe. Your area might be safe today. What about tomorrow? So that's why it is hard time we wake up from our slumber. If you want us to speak, let us speak. For us to succeed in this very whatever, anytime you see that there is too much shenanigans, put a comment in there. You can also fight this very freedom through comments. If I do video now, you go there, you comment. Ah, this thing make brain, oh, this thing is true. Then another person also come, I also put it there. I read there was a comment I saw on my, in the last video I did, I think that was yesterday or so. I saw that comment. Let me just see if I can find it out. The person was advising me. Now they are, that is very sorry. Now they are minusing my followers. Why can't go and be live streaming in TikTok? It's a very nice advice, but there are things we are not made to do. There are things we are not made to do right now. Before I even come on TikTok, I think I started uploading things on TikTok last year. Apart from my pictures now, because when they found out that this guy don't see come TikTok, he wants to see open people, anything I put in TikTok, they don't allow it to fly. So now, so I just take pro. I'm not going to put anything for TikTok again. Apart from my pictures there, they don't allow anything to fly there at all. They don't allow anything to fly. That's what they do. So let me see if I can get the comments. Just hold on, if I can get it, I will read it to us. Okay, I think it was this Harry that wrote that comment. He said, Baba Domo Lamogun, I will appreciate you for saving lives. Aspect of Facebook reducing your followers. I don't know if you don't know if it is convenient for you to be broadcasting on TikTok. You know, it is not convenient for me, because our own is to put the message here, being that we are not into monetization, we are not creating content. Maybe a time will also come for that. We put this very message here, we want to hear here. The most important thing, we are always feeling the cloud. That's the most important thing. As I'm talking right now, I'm not only talking to you, I'm also petitioning some certain things which we doesn't need in our society. That's why my kind of broker is not only about how many people that are watching. It's how sincere I am in that very message. Have I spoken the truth? Does God have anything He's going to do with that message later? That's what matters. That's why we don't bloody care whether people are watching. Even these days, your video will always spend 1 month in your page. Facebook will delete it. Facebook will delete it. Only the one you have in YouTube that will be remaining. That's why a lot of persons right now. But the one you upload, they will not delete it too. But any live you do, any live broadcast, they will delete it. So this was how we started. That was why I write a lot of headings. Even people who cannot spend time to watch this very video, they can always read some of our headings, and you know, they've already know the content of the video. Now, what am I trying to say in a nutshell is this: what we're doing well, and let's sharpen up our brain so that these people does not catch us again. Very cheap. Better things going to come as far as this world is concerned. There is two agendas that have been orchestrated. One was for good, while one was for evil. They say, wait till they keep person, they come. Wait till they save and will see they come. The bad people where they rule this world, we're having an agenda to buy people, to make sure everybody is hungry. There's no food in circulation. You know, we cannot go to farm. Also, there is also another agenda that is going to put those people into perpetual, also give them their punishment. That's why people like Les Schwab, who owns World Economic Forum, Les Schwab, they don't already arrest them. All those in big gates, any of them you see outside. Now the one where they take the act, now you see so many things is happening. So you are going to be seeing everything as if nothing good is even happening at all. But my advice to us here is that let us hold the line. Let's keep on doing what we know is right. It is too late to cry when the head is off. So there are so many things right now we cannot really change. There are so many things right now we cannot undo again. The deal has been done. But my own belief is that better thing will definitely come. Better thing will definitely come. So whatever thing your hand is doing right now, if you are speaking the truth, speak it with utmost joy. If the life happens to be a football, play it well so that you can make a goal. If it happens to be a song, sing it very well so that people will buy from that very music from you. So let's not support evil. Let's support everything that is good. Let's quickly, critically look at the issue concerning our state, Edo State. If you watch the state governor today, it's as if the state have no government. They are not building any institution, rather than the one where they committed, they destroy them. They are almost, I think, 8 months right now, almost a year. They have no one project they are showing us that so and so project, when it's being completed, or the one institution that they are building, at the time we are able to complete this institution, look at what we are going to be benefiting from it. If you check various institutions that Obaseki built, today a lot of them have been shut down. So I don't know how we are going to be able to survive having such a governor that is a lunatic, who can't read, who can't write. So he pile up high pass, though it's shining. Very awkward set of people. For those of you that also live in the West, we have not seen such a thing before. That even when you are traveling, they have to wait you at the airport, then start shouting. Now, if you are really a savior, or is a savior the way they claim it, the Bible said, by their fruit you shall know them. It was scripted in the book of Matthew 7 verse 20. By what the governor is doing, you will give the governor name according to what he's doing. Now, people like us are seeing the governor as a lunatic. He's not trying to be disrespectful here. Even better leader is being insulted. You see people come out, despite Donald Trump or what he's doing, people don't want to even know. They insult him, he take the nonsense. So if the kitchen is too hot for you, you get out of the kitchen. So that's why each and every one of us, let's still be praying to see if God can send up a deliverer. Because what you have there in Edo State, or the leaders you have right now only few of the countries, like the election that was held recently in Poland was won by Patriots. Argentina, Patriot is already there in Argentina. In Netherlands, Patriot is already there in Netherlands. In Hungary, Patriot is already there in Hungary. I think Romania, they are fixing up their election already. So only a few countries we have Patriots right now. Why the other one, they are warming up. The thing is just that we are not united enough to fix up our society. That's why things are like this. Anytime you call for anything that will bring salvation to the people, a lot of persons always slack back. With the time I spent this very activism, I know what I've saw. So it is not everything I put in here. Some of us, what we always like, let us talk on media, but let's bring this very freedom to ordinary ground. Nobody want to part through inconveniences. Nobody want to inconveniences ourselves to make sure this thing works. That's why today Nigerian politics support any party that have won election. None of us want to do opposition. Support any party that have won election. That's why you see our state today bastardized. I think we are no longer hearing again, this one is Ogion, but everybody right now in Edo State is good. We are no longer hearing that name again. Because the people in the system, they are habilitating the state, who is not making things work. Whose jurisdiction or whose duty was supposed to protect lives and property. So everybody right now is keeping silent. Nobody is speaking now. You can see that the state is very calm. They cannot correct the governor, this thing you are doing is bad. That's why at times, if God wants to teach us some lesson, He will withhold some certain things that are supposed to come to us as a blessing. If as when they have not run the election, for example, you and I would have not been able to understand the importance of Obaseki. I think all civil servants now, they are all missing Obaseki already. When Obaseki were here. But these same people, did they really know the value of Obaseki when Obaseki were there? No. There are ways God does these things. Donald Trump's first tenure, people feel it was bad. But the 4 years of badding, we know what we see inside. The 4 years of badding, we know what we see inside. So let's forget about the agenda they were promoting. You can see that a leader that really want his people to do well, or that really want the country to go forward, He put the citizen first. That is what they do. It's only us. We does not care. Look at the recent whatever. Okpebholo up to today, he is still witch hunting his political opponents. He wants everybody to become a. The only achievement Okpebholo have achieved so far is destroying buildings, destroying houses, destroying people's shelter. Okpebholo are not really legislated that this law Okpebholo sign is true. They don't mark your put in caterpillar there, they remove it. It's like the state is like a ship that have no captain. That's how the states look like. Do you know, we the people, we are supposed to be the government, just that we are not cooperative enough. Now, if every one of us, I think it was one person who started the revolution, say no to these people. I think this thing started last year. That was when this thing started. Then we declare our support for our brother. Why you want come dance? You go use muye take tap people. But they can't spray you money. This thing came up again. That's how God does his things. It came up again now. Then this one is going to put an end to a lot of shenanigans. If we, as lawless as Nigeria, they can go into Naira mutilation. So we can also have opened the Ogba's eye here that what these people are not doing in their house is what they are doing here. Dollars should be more respected than Naira. But we are not going there yet. But our support to make sure our society is fine, we have to do it. If you are a musician, you want to sing, you can use the state government to sing. Whatever thing they are not doing, we'll use it to sing. You will get more viewers. Many people will play it. Like those days, I think in the 80s now, that was the end of 80s to early 90s. This dinner, make you they look well before you cross. Though we are part of the music that at least sang it to a year, at the time you are going to school, you have to look well before you cross. People can also teach you what you don't know before through music. Then when you are playing some certain music, like Fela now, anytime we are playing his music, our memory will flash back to see how Nigeria have been. Because music can also make you to have the mindset of this country was one first like this. Right now, look at where we are. This is not where we are supposed to be. But our people's own, just to come to Europe, we have a state that is over-rehabilitated. We also have Europe here, rehabilitated. The government, they are collecting children from black parents. They don't bloody care. Now you cannot use the only way Adolian can sing. It is when, like this very boy, I don't remember. I think his name is something Majesty. He used Obaseki to sing song several times as Ogyomba, but he's no longer singing now. Now, look at how that one created a very bad name for himself. Now you can also, as far as create good name for yourself, compose a song. You can also become an activist through your song. Tomorrow you will be remembered for good. So let not leave the thing for only one person. If you find out that person, somebody is doing something, whichever way you can support that person. Why is it that some of us, anything we do, people don't just like it? Those people, they have personal hate. They don't even love themselves because it's what you have, you give. They don't, any person that loves himself, good or bad, there are extent you will go. Your mind will tell you that this thing I'm overflogging it. There are some certain informations I get at times. People will just carry the paranoid. Now, whether it's frustration, I don't know. If, for example, somebody shares something for you, you don't need to start lamenting. You can delete it either to respect the person that sent it for you. But a lot of persons, they will tell that person so that the person tomorrow might tell you. And we now, by the grace of God, We know why people develop, because people does not want to hear the truth. And the truth, we must keep on preaching it, irrespective of whoever it may concern. So we are born to speak the truth. We have a lot of illness in our society. One must have to speak about it. It must not have to be that this very thing is your battle. No. If any person is doing something, find a way you can support. Because the illness in our society is too much. Only one person can do it. And we cannot be expecting that God is going to come from heaven to flush it out. Just the same way our comedian right now, our content creator, they begin to, some of them are now using their platform for a better thing. You can also as far use the government to create a content so that they do what they get to do. Time is running late. Do you know Europe can be fixed? Europeans were built by the Europe were built by the Europeans. Africa should be built by the Africans. Let not be waiting for angel from heaven to come and do it. They said a little drop of water can make a mighty ocean. That's why in most cases it is very, very mandatory. Whatever thing we can do to help our society, let's do it. If you agree, if you cannot speak, encourage the person that speaks. If you cannot talk, encourage the person that talks. At times, it may take you just one day for you to construct one simple comment. Go and put it there in the comment section of anybody you know that. Let not only take all brokers as if we are just using it to while away time, just the way people are doing side. Insult my, okay, if you end up digging me, does that change the society? No, it does not change the narrative in society. It's putting food in these people's table while you yourself. Waiting God send you come life condo, you are not doing anyone. That's why I would prefer support any person that is fighting for our liberation. We should support by one way or the other. Let us be active more than ever before. They said the adult man is the devil worship. A man is the architect of his own misfortune. Did you know gradually all these things we are doing now, it better say our eye reach out the world take better than to say you don't know until it happen. You don't wake up one day things don't change. Now for you not to be enslaved later, you have to be a part and parcel of this very struggle. So that nobody will come push you when you go stand for front tomorrow say man, you don't know how this thing take on. Like now I know how we have gone so far in this very struggle. I know how it started. So I will not be bullied or intimidated tomorrow. Because I know what it did. And we can always start late and become the latest. So whatever thing we can do to help our society where we belong, let us do it. Whatever thing we can give to help our society to become what it is, let us do it. If not we that is in this Europe today, there would have not been anything like those states. Let nobody bamboozle you. If not we pass land, where all these idiots at times go they insult. They don't know what we have done for them. Let them stay in their home. Those days, you learn music because of obito and marriage. Who know Roadshow that time? Right now, all of them want to come and get $1. You will not go to Nigeria, you change it. It's about 1,600. That's what they are doing. Go and be playing for your obito. Go and be playing. If your opportune people take you abroad to come and, for their ceremony, good. But too much of everything is bad. Every one of them should go and start writing songs about how we are going to get our liberation. What is not going very well, speak about it. Nobody is anybody's slave. I was not given this commitment as a punishment, saying you must do this. Nobody were given as a commitment. Thank God now you can see most of our brothers, they are not converting. We are not seeing a ex-freedom fighter, somebody that used to be a freedom fighter before, he now become a ex-freedom fighter. Then another person came and now took his stand. A lot of you know what I'm talking about here. There is somebody before who was a freedom fighter. He was saying, go and liberate my people. Right now, another person have come and take your stand. People were supposed to emulate you. You are now envious and jealous of them because they are doing marvelously well. As for me, if na small I fit do, it tell me to come spoil my work, I just off the rest. That's why I don't run after people. I ain't too surprised that I pray for people just now. There are some SAG that God supports. It is not every time you see people that they are sagging themselves. It's not all SAG that they fool themselves. There are some to correct the shenanigans in our society. Because some people are not being called out. They go do pass by. That's why anywhere we see the truth, let's sit down, digest it. Whatever thing we can contribute to make sure it works, it works. Those states should be built by those state TDG. Nobody is coming to come and build it for you. The Spirit of God, our ancestors, they are trying. It's just that we don't have a handful of people to be used. But as many way remain, I know say God Almighty will still know the way go take man over take. But it is good we have information that will keep us alive. Very, very important. That's why I try to put some certain things here for us, not to bully anybody or to make you feel guilty over your decision. I'm doing it so that we can be having that change of heart, that things definitely must change for good. So things are changing already. You are going to wake up one day, the whole system has been changed. So let's not support the government anytime, because the UK, they are still, Keir Starmer is still, you know, talking about their digital whatever. While Donald Trump have already cancelled that one from the American, that they are not going to be going to digital ID. But the UK said they are going to do it. So there are still a lot. So don't be swayed away by every wind of doctrine. That's why at the time you follow up our broadcast, it will make you to build yourself. You now become a CEO of your own personal life. And you don't, like now, no matter how many people have watched that very video, any video I see, I know where that video they go already. That is one thing it is, that when you are woken, nobody will start giving you wrong information. Automatically your mind will just look at the truth. You may send me a video, no matter how they try to act it, I have already know the one that is true and know the one that is lie. So that's some of the benefits when you are woken, or when you are choosing one. You can be a choosing one to some extent, while you can be a choosing one to do all things that will bring liberation to mankind. So let me be leaving you guys for the now. So do have a nice day. Please, let's be very, very careful. There are things I don't want to be putting here. I don't want to be kind of like castigating anybody. Let's be very, very careful. Don't fall for any false narrative. Don't fall for any false narrative. Don't fall for any false narrative. So these people, they are still running their propaganda. They may still come in different forms. Just to say the other day now, about 2 months ago now, light in Spain were off. Phone we are not going. That is how it's going to be one day. Then if it's going to be coming back, it's going to be coming back with a new system. That's how I'll talk and wait for dinner. So do have a nice day, everyone, and remain updated. Ciao, bye.